Okay, then we are live. Gentlemen, have fun. Shoot well. You're welcome. All right, folks, here we go. Back for another stream. Sorry, we are a little bit late. If you were unaware, DC short form for Dark Connect. They had a little bit of a server issue. They just reset the server, and it looks like everything is good to go now, I believe. I'm not sure if anybody's throwing darts yet, but
all right, Kevin, shoot well, buddy.
All right, shoot well, Brian. We're all set to go.
yeah, you guys are set to go.
All right, well, shoot well. Have fun.
Okay, there we go. Now we're getting them on a roll. So again, as I was saying, DC with a little bit of a server issue. They've rebooted the server. It looks like everything is back up. We weren't able to get our TV scoreboard or anything like that. So again, all that is solved. Let's get some music going. Again, there's something it seems I always miss. Okay, so on tap today we have, this is my first playoff stream of season 14. Division 1 was the first one to finish their round robin. They started their playoffs this Sunday. And I was able to find this match this morning as they were set to play 7 o'clock tonight. So I said, perfect, let me see if I can slot these guys in. So we have Brian Mundy, I believe, out of North Carolina. And then we have Kevin Hawkins, who's Waterloo, Kitchener area. And if somebody in the chat knows for sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know Kevin is out that way somewhere in Ontario. Okay, with that being said, let's roll through some stats. So Mr. Hawkins, second in Group D, finished 9th overall in the standings. He has a first nine of 80.15 and a 3-dart average of 71.58 with 55 tons, 25 ton 40s, 4 180s, a high double out of 160, and a 28% checkout. Brian Mundy, excuse me, finished 4th in Group B, 24th overall. He has a first nine of 69.28 with a 3-dart average of 64.36 with 96 tons, 32 140s, 6 180s, a high double out of 114, and a checkout percentage of 22. All right, who do we got here in the chat? Mr. Leek, good evening. Mr. Kelly, good evening. Chase Honeycutt, thanks for joining. I didn't get a chance to see who everyone was rooting for. Who's got Mundy, who's got Hawkins. I'm pretty sure Chase is, because it says it right there. Let's go, Kevin. All right, let me just get what these gentlemen are playing for. Okay, so playoff payouts. So first, $1,000 and a season 14 champ jersey. Second, 500, top four, 200 each.
55.
And top 8, 75. With payouts being sent every Friday when the players get knocked out. It used to be the day after, but that gets a little cumbersome. So once you're knocked out in a payout spot, your money should be sent that Friday. Well, there you go, William. So you're on the fence. Obviously, both great shots. I might give the edge here to Kevin. A little bit of a higher first 9 and a higher 3-dart average. 6 points on the checkout. But again, on any given night, anything can happen. So we've all been there. We all know what that's like. There we go. First start, first leg on the board. Kevin with a slight advantage here, average-wise, a 68 to a 63. But again, it's only the first leg. And I believe one thing I missed. I believe format of this is best of 21. So first to 11. So again, we could be here a while. And those watching, like and share the stream. Let's promote these players. A little more promotion for the league. Get these guys up, or get the viewership up for these guys. Two great dart players, as you will see. No, he's gonna, again, they're both gonna have to take their opportunities when they can. Both quality shooters. Obviously, Division 1, you're getting up there with some of the big boys. You know, Kevin not too far away from making that big jump to Premier Division. And again, these are only round robin stats. So usually in the playoffs, players elevate their game, so everything gets a little higher. So by the end of the season, he could possibly see himself over a 75 average and qualify for that Premier Division. But that is his goal. He did get his CDC, Kevin Hawkins, he did get his CDC tour card earlier this year. So he will want to push himself to play some better darts. And then speaking of pushing to play things better, let's skip that song. That's a little too blah. Need some up-tempo stuff. Get everybody hyped up. So I think up next will be Division 2 playoffs, which I think are going to start this coming Monday. And there's a few more divisions that just need another week or two to finish off their remaining matches. And then everyone will be kicking off the playoffs. And then I will do my best to get as many matches as I'm allowed, as you guys would like to watch. Hopefully 2, 3 a week until the big finals. And then maybe halfway through that, there should be some signups for season 15. So keep an eye on all our socials for that. just on the wire, those first two right there. I know Kevin was saying in the chat he struggles a little bit with dartitis. Once he gets that first dart out of his hand, he's usually pretty good. Right there for Brian. One more dart, and it was probably in. Kevin with the big 111. Definitely doable. He's got the big 160. $60 left, single 20 tops. Oh, just outside. Good look at the 111. There we go. He just walks it in. I was going to say, if he put one on the outside of that, he's going to have to go get himself a set of Steve Hilger darts where it comes with 4. But good finish there by Brian. Knots us up at 1. Now, again, here I am telling everyone to share, like and share the stream. I haven't even done it myself.
That's it, 26.
Okay, there we go. I got my shares out there. All right, a little lull here in the action. I'm sure they will get back on pace. There we go. Start off with a solid 60. And Brian took the words right out of my mouth. Dart's just a little loose for both these players right now. But again, I'm confident that they'll get it back on track. And just as I'm saying that, I don't know if that's 1 or 2 or 3.
100.
Oh, just 100. If I'm scoring from back here, that's 180. Great darts there.
Breakfast, 26.
And again, that looked a lot better than 26. Just a game of millimeters. But a good time for Kevin to jump. Good 81. First to an out with 120. There we go. Brian back into the triple. 100, leave himself 86. A little stray dart into the 1.
30.
Just a 40. Bullseye to go 2 up. Or sorry, 2-1.
36. 55.
Unlucky dart there for Brian. Giving Kevin a look at this 86. Or sorry, giving Kevin a look at the 80. Looks like that's in the triple 20, double 10. Double 5.
70.
Unlucky there for Kevin. Now Brian looking at the 15. That he is. Double 8 left. Again, might have to send him some Steve Hilger darts, because I'm sure that fourth one would have been in. Oh, just underneath. Unlucky there for Kevin.
Second dart.
And there we go. Second dart. 2-1. 2-1 to Brian. Again, a little bit of a lull in the action there. I'm sure they'll get it back on track very soon. I don't think there's any streaming nerves. They both sounded okay on the chat.
45.
But again, this is not just your regular round robin match. This is a do or die, a little bit of added pressure. Yes, that should be fun. That would have been a nice trip to get out to Deer Lake and to actually watch it live. Well, definitely a good pick. But either way, it's going to be interesting. Good ton there from Brian. It's going to be interesting to watch. Again, anything can happen. Me and Kevin were talking about that just before we went live. Because again, he did get his CDC tour card. So it's definitely a tough room. And again, on any given night, look at the quality of players are there from both sides. Justin, this is Steel Tip. Good set there for Brian. Leave himself 160. I think with Alex being there, I might have him as my first pick just because he played so well at Modus. I think he's got the confidence in him. But again, you have Jeff Smith. I'm not sure the full cast it's there, but you got Stobunts, you probably got Savada. And again, Savada's been playing some really good darts as well. You got Jake Taylor, who's been quiet the last little while, so you know, you can expect some big darts out of him. Oh, plus you have Jim Long. You have Jim Long there too. Unlucky there for Kevin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is a bracket. I don't know if it would be public yet. But I'm pretty sure if you go to CDC website, you can find the matchups. I'm just not sure what night that's for. There we go. Third dart for Kevin. Knots it up at 2s. Okay, I'm just trying to pull up some information here. So tomorrow night, I believe starts at 7 p.m. I'm guessing that would be Atlantic time. So an hour and a half ahead of us. So it's 7 p.m. Jeff Smith against Gary Mawson. 7:30 Jason Brandon, Darryl Christie. 8 p.m. Larry Butler, David Cameron. See, I forgot about Cameron. Never count him out either. Then 8:30 John Part, Adam Savada. 9 p.m. Doug Bohm and Jim Long. 9:30 Albert Ansey, Stowe Bunts. Then at 10 p.m. Jake Taylor, Leonard Gates. 10:30 Nick Lindberg and Kylie Edmonds.
Oops, I hit 81.
So yes, no Alex Spellman there this year. Again, anybody there, anyone there capable of winning. But I like Cameron, I like Long, I like Savada, I like Bunce. But it'd be good to watch. I believe you can watch on the CDC YouTube channel, Champ Darts. And I'm pretty sure if you have a PDC TV subscription, it'll be on there as well. So yes, starting 7 p.m. Atlantic, or not, East Coast time. Anyways, an hour and a half different from us. So 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. $4 p.m. Central. But yeah, should be a great weekend of darts. I know a few of the players are already there.
Yeah, 41.
Yeah, again, and Doug is very capable of winning it. But again, it's all how you control yourself in that situation. You know, small room with a lot of big players. And it should be a rowdy crowd. And then, of course, you have Russ Bray refereeing. I'm not sure who else is there.
Okay.
And yes, also Stanley Cup champion Darian Hatcher will be there as well.
3-1.
Or sorry, maybe I'm reading that wrong. Anyways, cup presented by Darian Hatcher, the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame inductee. So definitely a great weekend. If you haven't booked your ticket, do it now. Get yourself out there for tomorrow morning. Flights are cheap. Gas is cheap. Let's get out there and do it. Everything's cheap. Tungsten's cheap. But if you don't do it for this one, definitely make your way out to one of these events. It's awesome to actually sit there and just be in that room with just watching all the players. Sit back, see what they do, how they practice, you know, pick their brain a little bit. Yeah, when I was in New York, I had a chance to meet Russ Bray. He was gone probably 5 or 10 minutes after I got there, so. Oh, inside on
Aye.
both of those. Unlucky there for Kevin. Giving Brian a shot at this double 10.
Oh, gosh. Last.
Unlucky there for Brian into the double 15. Inside on that second one. Double 5 now.
Third dart.
Pegs it third dart. 3-2. Again, pace is slowed just a little bit. Again, maybe they're feeling a little bit of streaming nerves. There we go. Brian back into that triple. There you go. Kevin into all three of them triples. The big 171. Bring a little bit of excitement there. Definitely got him right back into this leg with that big 171. There we go, back in that triple again, another ton. There we go, solid answer. Back-to-back tons. Keeping this leg pretty close. Kevin, however, first to a finish. But Brian can leave this pretty handy. Big 137, it looks like.
37.
There we go. Great shot. That's the excitement that we all need. Good third to leave himself 48. know, pushes it.
Oh, Alan, full. Alan, turn around. Please. We're doing fine.
Yeah, these guys trying to blame me for that one, but I did turn around. Tops for Kevin and pegs it second dart. Now again, knotted at 3. There we go. Good solid 95 start from Kevin. Again, I'm not sure if these guys are comfortable with this pace, but I'm not sure if it would benefit either of them to pick it up a little bit. I know, speaking for myself. Oh, there you go. Good solid 133 after the 95. But again, me, myself, I would rather have a quick paced game. But again, everybody's pace is different. These two just might prefer the slower pace of the game.
95.
Definitely some good scoring power this leg. $98 after 12. Couple big triples here from Brian. Just the one, but it keeps him somewhat of a range. Not down to a finish yet. 98 for Kevin. Moving over to the 18s.
58.
Good setup. He'll definitely be back for 3 clear at double 20. Not sure if he's switching.
98.
Yeah, there we go. Good solid 98. Eric, thank you for joining us tonight. Don't know how long you've been watching, but I hope you're enjoying.
Secondary.
There we go. Second dart. 2 on the spin. Now 4-3 up. Still a lot of legs to play. This is the first 211. So a possible 21 legs. And the way this roller coaster is going, it looks like we might get the full 21 legs in tonight.
45.
$36.
Come on. 81.
Yeah, definitely the bounce outs are no fun.
Hundred.
Well, the boys are definitely finding their pace now. See, the average is starting to climb a little bit up to more season norms.
Oh. $71.
A good hit with the 71. First to an out with a 1 of 4 7. Couple big triples here from Kevin. Not gonna happen coming back at 184, but Brian has 6 clear at this 147. Good for him just to set this up. Doesn't need to take it out. A good 60 to leave himself 144. One straight dart could have left him at no finish.
Five.
This 144 definitely in Kevin's wheelhouse. He's got the big 160 out this season. Not going to happen. Brian will be back. See if he can check out this 52 and tie this matchup at 4s. A little bit of pressure on that 52. Brian says, what pressure? I got this in 2. There we go. Good finish from Brian, knotting it up at 4s.
36.
Well, I don't think they're feeling any pressure yet. They might have felt a little pressure to start. I think they're pretty calm. It's when we get a little bit deeper. Again, this is the 9th leg out of a possible 21. So I think when they get down to, or get up to, however way you want to look at it, 9 or 10 leg wins, then you'll start feeling the pressure. Because then it's do or die. Win or go home. Unlucky darts there for Brian.
Three.
Please do not get in my way. You cannot drop in my lane. Tires is burning the paint. You don't have nothing to say. This is how legends are made. I know I got what it takes. And I'm not popping the brakes. And I'm not popping the brakes. I'm too competitive. I like the narrative. I don't know best in the league.
There we go. Good finish. Wasn't looking promising with that one. But rescued that turn. Well, I know Kevin, he's predominantly a 19 thrower. He's back and forth between 19s and 20s. You don't really see Brian going down there too much. But all of us that play, we understand the stubbornness. We know we can hit those 20s. It's only a matter of time. And there we go. With that being said, our first 180 of the match. A good answer by Brian. Unfortunately, he's on a bogey number. And Kevin has 6 clear at the 77. $57 to leave himself 20. That's a good third dart. 92, leaving him 76. A little bit of pressure on this double 10. And again, Kevin says nope. Good finish. 5-4 now for Kevin. Good start with the 81. See if Kevin stays with the 20s or if he's going back to 19s.
41.
Nope, looks like he was staying up there, just a 41. Good cover shot hitting that 17 on the third. Another 133 from Kevin. He's got a few of those 133s. He hit a 171 in the earlier legs. He's hit a 180. So he's definitely utilizing the board. Again, looked like a ton from where I'm sitting. Right on the wire. A good 100 to leave himself the big fish. And he'll definitely have a look at it. Can he reel it in is the question. Not going to happen this time. But good, solid ton to leave himself 70. Right there for Kevin. Just on the other side of the wire. There we go, second dart. And just the second time in this match that someone has a 2-leg lead. It hasn't been like that since Kevin was up 2-0 right out of the gate. Unlucky start there for Kevin. And Brian cannot capitalize.
Another.
Yeah, these guys have been breaking each other's throws the whole match. I don't know how many, but they've been definitely taking their turns. But this match will definitely put you through your paces. 21 legs is a lot. I just played my final D2 match on Tuesday. And that was a bit of a marathon. And by the end of that, I was pretty worn out. Kevin down to 144 after 15. Oh, I ended up losing. But I made a match, I believe it was 9-6. And I thought both of us shot a lot better than what we averaged. I think we were both low 50s. But we had some big scores. 13, 14, 15% on the doubles, which really wasn't that good, but did have some good legs, had some great legs getting down, and then, 9, 12, 15 darts at a double. You're not going to win too many games like that. But the good news is consistency is coming along. So darts are still a little wild, but starting to get them under control and starting to shoot a little more consistent. Now it's time to work on the finishing. I don't think that's the way. I don't think that's not the way Brian wanted to go, but Kevin in the madhouse.
Okay, all good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Best way to do it, hit it on that first darts. Good finish from Kevin. Gets Brian out of this leg. Which sounds like he was not too happy with. But now Kevin, 3 legs to the good. 7-4 now for Kevin. Chris, I think that's the way it is with every single sport. Not all facets of the game will work together at the same time. Or if they do, it's very rare. Like golf. You know, drives will be outstanding. 300 straight down the fairway. But, you know, then you go to chip that shot on the green and you chunk it, or you do this or whatever. Or you're driving, your chipping is, you know, on par. But your putting is... I've always been like that. Only a handful of times did I have a complete game. And yeah, Chris, probably a lot of it does come down to focus. I think that's the way I am now. Used to be the opposite. I used to play a lot better in person than I did at home. Home was too quiet.
177.
There you go. Good solid 177 for Brian.
Thanks, man.
Commanding lead in this leg. But anyways, I used to play better in person than at home. Now, in the last few months, things have switched. I play a lot better at home than I do in person. Is it because I play with headphones on and I usually have music playing in the background? Am I more focused at home because there's nobody here to talk with? Where at in-person darts, whether I'm playing, sitting, chalking, I'm always talking. And my focus is just gone. Oh, definitely. That has to be fun. If you don't like what you're doing, then how do you expect to get results? And yes, it does relax you. I don't know. I was going to see if I could get a few of the big names onto a little bit of a stream and just talk about, you know, mindset and everything for darts.
Third dart.
Ah, there we go. Third dart. Great finish from Brian.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, and I get told a lot from my captain, you know what? Stop talking to everybody and just concentrate on your game. And I'm like, Dad, don't worry. I got this. Until I don't have it. But yes, I think I find it a little harder to focus in person. Way too many distractions. And no real focus. Oh my, and I thought that was going to be a 140. I think that would have been his first 140 of the match. Well, that is true. I don't think anybody has the body like Tiger Woods to swing a club the way he does. Or, there we go. First 140 for Brian tonight. There we go. But yeah, I don't think anybody can swing a club like Tiger can. That's just unreal. But even if you were to take a lesson, you don't have to mimic his exact swing. You take the lessons he gives you, and I've always done this with everything. You kind of mold it to the way you are. I was a mechanic for 25 years, still a mechanic, but I would watch and learn the licensed mechanics doing their stuff. And they would teach me, okay, this is how you do this and this is how you do that. And I would take it and I would kind of mold it to my own way to make it work for me. The fundamentals are still there, but...
He's good. 101.
Yeah, he was definitely a great putter.
Nice shot. Good look at it.
Good look at the 101 there from Brian. Brian turning up his game. Couple big triples here needed for Kevin. He gets one. Oh no, he doesn't get one. Double eight. That's a little bit of an oops.
9.
It's okay. He will be back. Kevin back on 181. Is he going to go for the 171? He does to leave himself.
171.
Hits the 171 to leave himself
Thank you.
10 and maybe a little bit of pressure on this 16. And again, Brian says,
Nice shot.
no pressure. I got this first start. There we go. Good finish. Good setup with the 171. Again, put a little pressure on Brian. 7-6 now. Brian back within 1 of tying this matchup at 7. And again, there is another break of throw.
100.
And then starts leg, what are you in? Leg 14 off with a ton. Good answer, 95 from Kevin. Yeah, Brian's been going on spurts here. He goes on spurts where at least one of those darts is hitting the triple 20. It looks like he's doing it again. And then there's parts in the leg where, you know, he's hitting 26s and going down to the 19s and hitting the 3s.
57.
Well, Kevin is predominantly a 19 shooter. He is going back and forth. Back in that trip 19 again.
171.
There we go. Good 171. That, I believe, is his third 171 of the night, along with a 180 to go with that. Gets him right back in this leg. Gets him right back in this leg and in the driver's seat.
Uh, 54.
Good setup to leave himself 40 after 15. Good solid ton. Again, good setup from by both. Just underneath the wire there. Unlucky there for Kevin. Can Brian put this in and tie us up? It's 7 legs apiece. Double 10. All right, a little redemption here for Kevin. Double 5. And there we go. Pins at first dart. Yeah, that's gotta hurt a little bit. And there you go. You heard it from Kevin. A little bit of nerves. You know, inching that much closer to moving on to round 2. And again, another break a throw. There you go. Good start. 1-3-3. Oh, yeah. Brian has to jump on turns like this. Because Kevin is definitely throwing some solid darts. Every once in a while, he gets a little laxed and throws, 29, 25. But then he'll come back with a 133 or a 95. Well, yeah, Brian just can't do what he's doing now and hit those small 28s. Needs to turn them 28s into 60s and those 60s into 85s and those 85s into tons. Because that's what Kevin's doing. And a good solid visit, 140. To leave himself 140 after 12. There we go. Good setup again. 100 to leave him tops after 15. Yeah, I can see that, Chris. Just 20 there from Kevin. But he will be back. And I think that's why everybody tells you, don't play the player, just play the board. Right? There's lots of times I don't even look at the score. I look at my score. I don't look at the other player's score. Maybe a smart move there for Kevin. As of course, Brian's still not on a finish. He is now. There you go. Good solid ton. A little bit of pressure on this 20 now. But yes, I think subconsciously it just happens. There we go. Second dart. 9-6. See, now I think the pressure's starting to get a little real. Kevin's starting to feel it a little bit now. Those misses mean so much more. Now just 2 legs away from moving on to the next round. Which I believe is the top 16. Yes, which will be the top 16. And he has no match available. Well, whoever wins tonight has no match available yet. They're waiting on 8 seed Brock Everett against 25th seed Nathan Osmond. That should be a great battle. love to get something like that on stream, but unfortunately, they only have until Sunday to get this match played.
29.
And then, of course, we try and speed things up a little bit. You can play your match when it does become available, just to speed things up a little bit. I do believe when we get down to semifinals and finals, regardless of how you feel about me, you will be on stream. Like it or not. Again, some people love the stream. Others, they can't show up for the stream. They can't, the nerves, the jitters, whatever it is, they just can't shake it. You're in Division 3, Chris. How many more weeks of play you got left this week and next, I think? So you have 1 week after, or is this the last week? I need a sidekick, so I wouldn't have to talk as much. I'm down with that.
45.
Oh, division play has ended. You guys are done this Sunday, so playoff should start this Monday coming. Oh, well, division, depending on what group you're in, there is, I think for a few select groups, there is an extra person in there, so it gives them the extra week.
Makes sense.
Let me see if I can pull it up. What group were you in, Chris?
40.
Group G. Well, no, then everybody might be done. Good solid 120. Tried to go a little high to leave himself 40. Single 20, just a little too high. But yes, groups A. Oh, wait, no, sorry, that's Division 2. So, Division 3 Group A had 11. From Group B to Group I had 10 players. And then Groups J to Group M had 11 players. So you only had 10. So yes, there is another week. And then the playoffs. The playoffs should start the following Monday. I'm not sure if you guys are in 10th week right now or 11th week, but playoffs should be starting pretty soon. Only a couple days after the final game is played, Monday, Tuesday, they should be up and running.
64.
All right. Brian needs this inside. Double 5. Oh, no. And into the double 20. Yeah, Division 2 should be done. I played my last match. I played my last match on Tuesday. So this Sunday, there we go. First dart for Kevin. 10-6 on the cusp of moving forward. Okay, let's see. Mr. Leak. What do we got here? I was in Group G, so we had 11 players. So come Sunday, that will be it for Division 2. And playoffs should start Monday or Tuesday, depending how long it takes to get all the seating and everything done. Depends when that last match is played, too. You have till 11:59 p.m. EST this coming Sunday, which is the 19th. So 4 more days. I myself did not make playoffs. When you only manage 1 win out of 10 games. These are just getting me back into the darts. I have no expectation of making the playoffs. Of course, making the playoffs is a bonus, but I moved up from Division 3 to play Division 2 to push myself. So I've been definitely pushing myself, but I'd like to get back to where I was 3 years ago. So I've been up and down. When I first started in Season 3, I started in Division 3. I think I spent 2 years there. So when I first started, I think I won my division, and I think went a round or 2 in the playoffs. Second year, again, won my group, and first round exit in the playoffs. By then, I was starting to play good. Spent 2 years in Division 2, first year. Second, I believe, in my group. Couple of trips or a couple of rounds in the playoffs, and then knocked out. And then I think the next year, I won my division in Division 2. And then from there, started having some hand issues. Again, mechanic for 25 years. Had some hand issues, a couple cortisone shots to try and help. That didn't work. So had a little hand surgery, which it's probably been 3 years now, and it still hasn't healed properly. A little bit of lingering effects, but I can only use that excuse for so long. Mr. Chapman, what's happening, brother? I know I said I'd send you a message in an hour. That was probably an hour ago, but we're still going here with the stream, so I'll get with you once I'm done with this. But yes, as I was saying, so I had trigger finger, so finger would lock into place. I'd have to manually push it back. So I had to get surgery on that. Then had some shoulder issues, some pinched nerves in both the shoulders, physio for 2 years to try and to fix that. It's a little better, but not 100%. The pinky and ring finger on my throwing hand would go numb the longer I play. And my arm was just pretty much a limp noodle when I was done playing darts. There was absolutely nothing there. But again, there's days when, the arm feels great and everything works good. And then there's days when it's absolutely awful. Hence why Now I stopped drinking when I play darts ever since January. I haven't had a drink when I play darts at home or in person. All right, 60 for Kevin. Tops. Pegs it second dart.
Match, bro.
And that's the match. Let's get with the players.
Consistent.
Hey, good luck the rest of the way, brother.
Hey,
Thank you, Brian. Good game.
hey, Brian. Brian, can I turn around now?
Yeah, no, not really.
No, not really. You're blaming me for going into the one.
All right, man. I'm gonna block, man. I gotta be up early, man.
Well, gentlemen, that was a
Hey, again, Kevin, good luck the rest of the way, bro.
fantastic match, gentlemen. Fantastic match.
Alan, I appreciate it, Alan, man.
You're welcome, Brian.
All right.
All right. Have a good night, Brian.
Thanks.
All right, Kevin. If you're sticking around, which I'm sure you are,
Sure.
I know Brian. He's got to get up early in the morning. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'll give you the floor, and if you like, give shout out, say whatever you like. It was a great match. I can't just kick you guys off like that.
Oh, that's fine. It's not a problem. No, it was a good game. Just a little disappointed. I wasn't as consistent as what I'd like. There was a couple games where I was in there, but just didn't feel too comfortable today. A few 41s, a lot of 26s, 25s, just a few bad shots too. Just trying to set it up. So
Well, I think you had
there's room for improvement.
I think you had two 180s, if I'm not mistaken, if not the one, and I think you had 3 or 4 171s. So definitely not too bad, right?
Thanks. Yeah, no, the 19s were good. That's my go-to, and if I don't hit the 19s, then I have to go back to 20s. So I have to get used to doing both. But
Well, yeah, I think you guys played exceptional all night. You had a couple of lulls, which we all have, but you guys fought back hard, both of you. It was a great match to stream.
oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't want to talk to him. I don't swear at the board, but there's a few things I just want to call myself like a meatball and certain things like that for hitting what I hit. But either way, it is what it is, and yeah, I always like playing this league because it brings up my darts too, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, beautiful. I'm glad I caught this in time and I was able to get you guys on stream and get this done. And I look forward to doing some more. Right? So keep your winning ways and keep doing what you're doing because it's obviously working. So keep plugging away.
Oh, thanks. I really appreciate it, my friend, and yeah, hopefully National Legions will go well and CDC Tour. Waiting to get on this tour for a long, long time, and it's nice to be able to play against other players that I played against in the past and other tournaments, and be able to join them. So I'm excited about it too.
Oh, a comment just came through in the chat. Some Christine lady said, make sure you thank your wife. So you might want to thank her. She'll be upset with you, Kev. She'll be upset if you don't say, I'd like to thank my wife for letting me play darts in the kitchen. I know you're not playing in the kitchen. I'm just saying. But yes.
No, she's been very, very, very supportive of everything that we've been doing together, and as well as my journey on singles and everything, and getting ready for retirement. This is a great, great startup.
Well, yeah, and she's been doing a lot of traveling, and she plays darts herself, right?
Yeah, she does. She's been getting really, really good. She's been quite a contender against the gentlemen and the ladies.
And I, if I read correctly, she has won a couple local events at Randy's place, has she not?
Yes, I believe she has. Yes, yeah, and she travels a lot too. This year, I don't think we're going to travel as much, but I think there's a couple tournaments she wants to do just over the border, and a few around here as well.
Well, beautiful. I'm sure we'll see you at the Toronto Open.
Sure.
I don't know if you guys will be going down to Cleveland, but we're headed there in a couple weeks. And
I believe my wife is going down there. Unfortunately, that's the weekend I go to the Legions in Calgary.
okay, gotcha. Well, Kevin, best of luck. Best of luck at Legions in Calgary. Hope you do well. And
Thank you.
yeah, maybe the next match we can get up on here again too, if you're comfortable with that.
Oh yeah, I don't mind it at all. It's fun, enjoyable, and there's a lot different than playing in person. In person, it's the atmosphere is a lot more different than that too.
It is.
Kind
It
of
is.
like you're of your own dartboard and homestead, so it's nice that way.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I kind of like being at home now more than I do in person, just because I have my own struggles. But
Yep.
that's a topic for another day.
All right. Well, you take care of yourself, and thank you again for streaming this for us. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem. Again, I'll reach out next week, the week after, whatever, and see if we can't get more of these streams. And if I am not able to get your stream again, I'll see you at one of these tournaments around here. If not the Toronto Open, somewhere else.
For sure. I'm sure we'll connect at some point.
Perfect. All right. Thank you, Kevin, for letting me stream again, and great playing. And we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you very much, Alan.
You're
Thank
welcome.
You again, DPFL.
You're welcome. Good night, Kev.
Good night.
Bye. Okay, there you have it, folks. Our first official streamed playoff match in the books. Kevin Hawkins over Brian Mundy. 11-6. Big roller coaster ride there. Stay tuned, as we are now in the midst of our second season. All the playoffs should be starting, if not the end of this week, the end of next. So you'll have a lot of darts coming at you. Until then, stay tuned to all our socials and make sure you're subscribed so you get all the notifications. On that note, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Good night.